FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
This really is one of those sort of hinge of history kind of moments, because Dick Armey, House Majority Leader, 100% conservative rating, Texan, pro-military, was a big skeptic about war with Iraq. And in the summer of '02, he said, I don't see any reason why we should have this war, and he said it in public. The decision in the White House is that they're going to ask for a congressional war resolution in early October of 2002. Stop for a second and think about what it would mean to have the Republican majority leader vote no. It would have given cover to every Democrat who had a doubt. There were a lot of people. Armey said to me, look, everybody was afraid to look like the guy who doesn't want to go out and kill people. It's a year after 9/11. Being soft on terror is a bad idea politically. He says now that he believes that if he had continued to say no, he would have defeated the resolution. Bush couldn't change his mind. Bush invited him to Camp David. He arranged a special briefing with George Tenet. There were 5 or 6 things like that. None of them worked. So now he's Cheney's project. Cheney is, Mr. Fix-It on stuff like this, and he had an old relationship with Armey. Cheney had this little hideaway office in the Capitol, room H208, and he invited Armey one day to come in there, and he said, I'm going to give you a special briefing. This is the really sensitive stuff. We haven't talked about it before. We don't want to alarm the public. It's worse than we say. And he tells him 2 things. He tells him Saddam Hussein has direct personal family ties to Al-Qaeda, and he tells him that Iraq is well on its way to developing miniature nuclear weapons. So the scenario is suitcase nuke, good pal of Al-Qaeda, who knows what'll happen, but it's bad. And Armey told me that he just could not, he could not maintain his opposition in the face of that. Now, I know from a lot of heavy reporting on this that this is not like the stuff that Cheney was saying in public where, did he exaggerate? Did he rely on unreliable evidence? Did he cherry pick? This is just flat out. There's just no evidence for it. It's made up. And Cheney knew that Armey's vote was absolutely pivotal. And Armey has held his silence all these years, but he's a very angry man about this. And he said that he believes Cheney lied to him, and knowingly. And he also used words that you can't put in the family newspaper.